So I'm back at the 3 Loch-in that I was at in video number 1. If you haven't seen video number 1 yet, go and have a look. It rained very, very heavily in the night. Absolute downpour, but this morning it's cleared up, and I'm hoping when I get up to the viewpoint that there'll be some mist hanging in the valley. It's just after 7 AM, so I set off from home this morning just after 6. Delayed a bit by traffic, roadworks, believe it or not, near Aviemore. But I'm going to head up. I'm just looking up to the viewpoint. I'm going to head up there now, and hopefully there'll be a bit of mist lying in the valley. It's very calm. Don't know, not sure if you can see. So the locks are like glass, which is great. But I'm going to walk up now, and hopefully the mist is still hanging around. So, made it up to the viewpoint, and as you can hopefully see, there is a bit of mist hanging in the valley, and it's quite a nice effect. The locks are reflecting the sun well, and actually just in the couple of minutes I've been here, that mist has moved in down the valley, so I'm hoping to get a nice opportunity to create some images with the valley full of mist. It's a bit colder this morning. I've worked up a bit of warmth on the walk up. It is quite steep, but the good thing is that I think it's not warm enough yet for the midges to come out. There's a couple around, but there's a bit of a blessing there. So let's see how this develops. No pun intended. So the valley's filling up quite nicely now with a bit of mist. It would actually be quite nice to do a time lapse, but haven't bought the right equipment for that, and really haven't got the time to do it anyway. But it'd be quite nice, wouldn't it, to watch the cloud coming in and out of there. Maybe another time. It's another project for me. What I'm going to do now is see if I can get a bit higher. It'd be quite nice if I could get somewhere a bit higher and have a good look down into the valley. So I'm going to do a bit of exploring. Well, I said I was going to try and get higher, and actually spent about half an hour wandering around the woods, but ironically there's a bit too much mist, so what I've done is, rather than go higher, I've come a lot lower, and I've come down to the banks of Loch Morlich. So hopefully get down near the water's edge in a minute and try and take some images. There's still a little bit of mist hanging around, so it might make for some nice composition, some mist in the mountains reflected in the water, but we'll see. And hopefully no midges down here, but you never know. So I'm here down on the side of Loch Morlich, and as you can see, the water's very, very still. Some nice reflections, and some nice cloud, some nice mist at that end of the loch. But I'm just waiting for it to change, shift pattern a bit. You can see these rocks in the foreground, so I'm using them as a bit of foreground interest. So the composition, got some of these rocks in the foreground leading the eye to the boats in the kind of near distance, and then obviously the mountains in the background. So hopefully the composition works out well. The midges are out again, but it's nice conditions. Not perfect. Can't really shoot that way because it's shooting right into the sun, but not many people about. It's still relatively early, so I'll get to it and hopefully produce some images that I can show you in this video. Just added a graduated filter to the front of the camera. You can probably see that there. It just allows me to take a bit of the brightness out of the sky, so it's not a heavy one, but I'll just take a bit of the brightness out of the clouds that you can see in the background, give me a more balanced view overall, and allow me to control the exposure right across the whole of the frame. So we'll give that a go and see how that works. I'm here on the side of Loch Morlich, and I've got a couple of little friends coming along. You never know when wildlife is going to get you, so I'll try and get some images for you. Back in the car, midges were starting to get the better of me, so it's quite itchy. I'd left my head net in the car, but anyway, took some images. Clouds performed a little bit, so
What time is it now? It's 9:45, so I've been out for a good 3.5 hours or so, maybe a bit more. What time to leave the house? Oh yeah, almost 4 hours. So back to the house, some breakfast, and let's see how those images turn out when I get to process them. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave some comments. If you didn't, leave some comments, because I'm always looking for feedback. And see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.